Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a big one tonight. I'm pumped as for it. So I've purposely stayed off the beers, the Savo. I just had a beer in the shower and that was it. So Bracket, one of my favourite breweries out of Sydney, they have just turned 5. So they've done 5 fifth birthday beers. And they got a good mix. So I just happened to get all 5 of them from a bottle shop in Sydney called Tom's Cellars. I went to get them through Bracket and they'd sold out really quickly. So I was real annoyed. I thought, I'm going to miss out. But yeah, managed to track them down. So that was good. So the 5 beers, I'll go through them quickly first. I'm doing them in order of ABV, and it might seem a little weird because I'm starting with the stout. But the reason I want to do the stout first is because it's a light stout, and then there's a big stout at the end. And I don't really want to drink a stout in the middle of some IPAs. So, yeah, so the first one is a double dry hopped American stout. So it's going to be quite hoppy, called Unpopular Opinion. And it's got Chinook and Centennial, and it's at 6.9%. And I love with the can artwork, very simple. They've just gone different colours with the logo. That's the only sort of difference with all the cans. So, yeah, looking forward to that. I know the bar manager at Bracket is a huge fan of Kicks's American Stout. So I dare say he's had something to do with this. He's probably like making massive American Stout that's like what Kicks do because it's his favourite beer. So shout out to him. I can't remember his name. He's a good bloke though. And then we've got the first of a few IPAs. So this is a single IPA but triple dry hopped with Motueka and Citra at 7.1%. It's called Stop Hustling. It's dumb. So they've gone with yellow for this one. And then the third beer, which, yeah, as you know, I'm a massive West Coast fan. So this is a West Coast double IPA. And it's got Mosaic, Citra, and Southern Cross in it. Southern Cross is one of my favourite hops. It's 8.7%, so we're starting to get into big territory now, called Contra Code. And that's got the red. So the final 2 are big boys. This is probably the one actually the next 2 are probably the ones that are going to have the hype to them. Everyone will be bigging them up. So this one's called All Caps. It's a triple IPA at 10%. It's got Strata, Peacherine, and Nelson. Bluey. And then last but certainly not least, at 12.2%, it is a bourbon barrel-aged Imperial Stout featuring coconut, hazelnut, and cacao called Simple Riches. I got a feeling this is going to be very, very good. So I had a recent rum barrel-aged stout by Bracket, and I was blown away. I was like very amazed by it because especially they haven't done many barrel-aged beers. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then on the back, I think they've got a little spiel about the brewery, but they've just got like a little 5th birthday logo. But yeah, I'm so glad I got these because I always feel like breweries' birthday beers are their best beers generally. They always go all out for their birthday beers. They're not necessarily chasing profit. It's more of a celebration. So they tend to put a lot of money into them and probably don't get much money back. So check the chat. We've got a few in so far. We've got Hamish. Hamish was getting in on the dinner talk. How you going? What did you have for dinner? He had steak. How was work? And then at the time I was in the shower, I just got in and had a beer, so that's what I responded with. Cheers. And then we got Evie. Yeah, I didn't have my steak tonight. I've had some soup and toast. I had a big lunch, so yeah, I sort of wasn't that hungry. But in all honesty, yeah, like the night's young. It's Friday night. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I can always have something a bit later. What did you have for dinner, Evie? Don't you have a beer in the shower, Hamish? Come on, mate. You're too young. You don't know these awesome traditions. Yeah, boy. Bet you this guy's had a beer in the shower. Cheers, all. Yeah, there we go. See? It's just the bloke thing to do, especially if you're a hard worker. You're a hard worker, Hamish. You should be onto it. Oh, yeah, cool. Another one. Yeah, long weekend for you Northerners. I'd love Monday off. It'd be good. Yes, brackets. I'm so pumped for these, Steve. It's going to be unreal. I just got a feeling they're going to be like elite level, especially the last two beers. Today we had a pretty busy day at work today. I was fucked by the end of the day. We were missing staff, and yeah, just we had a fair bit on as well. And just like by the end of the day, like I don't generally get sore at work, but I felt real sore when I finished. 10%, you know it. This one's even bigger, bro. This one is 12.2%. Yep. You know it. That's why I put up a post in the community and I just wrote lit. How old is 4X and VB? Don't know. They've been around for since the early 1900s, I'm guessing. Stone and Wood's only like Stone and Wood probably come out around I'm going to say what, the early 2000s, something like that. Hasn't your dad ever had a shower bee? It's definitely a thing that's probably. I feel like shower beers were a thing that was a bit of a fad for people probably my age. So like sort of in between your dad's age and your age, Hamish. I bet you if you ask most blokes, especially blokes that have played a lot of sport or worked in physical jobs, I guarantee most of them have had shower beers. It was always a thing for me, like because I played footy and cricket, if I was going out afterwards, I'd get in the shower and smash a beer in the shower, sometimes two or three, because it's like you're cleaning yourself, getting ready to go out, but you're also pre-drinking, so you're sort of doing two things at once. And normally you have some tunes going. Yeah, I don't mind 2 years old. It's pretty good. And I had one recently, and I was like, this beer's good. It's the dark one, yeah. There you go. Geez, it was later than I thought. I thought maybe early 2000s. Nah, fair call. Yep. I was on the money though. Like I had, I was only like probably 5 years off. I was thinking, yeah, sort of that 2003, something like that. Let's get into it. Enough talking or gas bagging, as we say, flapping the gums. Let's get into these beers. I'm an excited boy. Boy! So, American Stout first. And remind me, Evie, if you're still there. No, anyone remind me, I'll need to leave some in the cans for photos. These are, yeah, definitely, I've got to get photos. I'm using the hashtag proper glassware. So the bracket glass with, it's a cool little glass and it's got like hot plants around it. So I just want to take a photo of each beer just with like, even if it's only like a quarter of a glass of beer in there. First up, unpopular opinion, double dry hopped American Stout, 6.9%. I love a hoppy stout. You have timed it to perfection, Phil. You've got here just as I'm about to start my first beer. Here we go. Hamish is a man of knowledge tonight. Cheers to Wikipedia. 1878. Oh, what did I say? Early 1900s. I wouldn't have thought it was that old. Fuck. Yeah, going good, mate. It's a weekend now for me, so I'm sore today, though. We had a pretty busy day at work. Like when I got dropped off, I was like, oh, like, you know how you just have those days when you feel fucked. I was getting out of the car. It's like I was getting out of a four-wheel drive and it's got a bit of a high step. And as I sort of got out, I was like, ooh, I had like a bit of a sore knee. 1854, wow. Okay, here's one for you, Hamish. Look up this brewery here. I'll type it in the chat. The spelling might be slightly off, but look up that brewery there when they were founded. You'll be amazed. Buy them at the generally like because I buy a lot of beers direct from the brewery. Every now and then, if they bring out glassware, I'll buy them. Normally, I just do it with my favourite breweries. I've visited a lot of breweries as well, so sometimes I'll buy merch when I'm there. I've got a lot of beer T-shirts and like hoodies and hats and glasses and shit. I sort of like to support them. It's been a bit tougher these days though, but a couple of years ago. Cheers, Rusty. Welcome in, bro. See Simo's doing a live later tonight. Okay, let's do a challenge then. See how you go. Let's do it. Time to get into this shit. Yeah, Vine Stefan is awesome. But I just want I want Hamish to look them up just so he can be blown away by the year they were founded. Oh yeah. I hope this is real hoppy. There's just something awesome about really hoppy dark beers. So yeah, we'll pour. Actually, I've got a line there. I'll pour up to. Then I know that I've had the same amount of each beer. Cool. So yeah, it's very weird that I'm drinking 5 beers and I'm starting off with a stout. But as I explained, this is a low ABV stout. Or when I say low ABV, it's 6.9. But compared to the other beers, it's the lowest. I feel like this is going to be a really good, like, low ABV stout, and I wanted to drink it on a fresh palate. I didn't really want to drink it in amongst IPAs, so I thought I'll start with this one, do the IPAs, and then finish with the real big barrel aged stout that'll be like completely different to this. I always think long and hard about the order of beers I'm going to drink. How awesome is that? Do you reckon they'd have their recipes figured out by now? It'd be like, yeah, they've probably been doing the same beers the whole time, and then someone would try and change it up. Oh, thinking about doing a hazy beer. What's your thoughts? Fuck off. No. It smells good. Okay, so appearance. It's got a probably a two-finger beige head that's, yeah, looks like it's sort of got a bit of carbonation to it, maybe like medium. I would say colour, it actually looks quite black, this one, so I'm going to say jet black. Normally you can sort of see a brownish or a reddish hue, but this one looks quite dark. I would say medium body, maybe low end medium. Okay, let's smell. It doesn't smell as roasty as I'd hoped. Engine oil, yeah. I'm actually getting like quite a bit of caramel and like a charry touch to it. There's definitely like some maybe like grapefruit or orange and like a grassy, earthy sort of touch to it. But yeah, it's not as sort of profound on the nose as I'd hoped. That kicks one like, yeah, it's just really strong on the nose, and then you taste it, and it's just like, wow, what a beer. So I'm going to keep comparing this to that because I know for a fact that this has definitely got to be based on that Kicks beer. The guy personally sent me round to Kicks to try their American Stout because he loves it so much. Um, I've got a brewery I like in California, dude. They're called Monkish. Look them up. Monkish. It'd be just interesting to see some of the American craft breweries. Now you're getting a little touch of coffee. Cheers, Angie. I'm doing a 5 beer review, mate, and just starting. So I'm stone cold sober at the moment, but could be absolutely lit later. All the beers are pretty big too. Like this one's the first one at 6.9, and then the last one's 12. Woo. Anyway, let's have a taste. So yeah, as I said, getting more sort of caramel, like charry, earthy, like a little touch of citrus. I'm hoping there's like some more of a chocolatey edge, and yeah, some pine would be good. Cheers. Ooh. So yeah, it's definitely like more roasty on the palate than the nose. Dark chocolate. Still not getting much pine, but yeah, grassy, earthy. Maybe like maybe like a touch of apricot or yeah, some sort of stone fruit. I'm just surprised it's not more piney because it's got, what was it, Chinook and Centennial in it. They're both like piney hops. I can eat like I'm gonna keep comparing it to the Kicks one. I'm trying to see if I've still got the can for the Kicks one. But yeah, that Kicks American Stout, that's probably the best American Stout I've ever had. And the bar manager at Bracket, cause Kicks are around the corner from Bracket, he said to me, he goes, if you're going anywhere else today, definitely check out Kicks. And he goes, I know you like your stouts, have their American stout. He goes, it's my favourite beer. And they didn't have an American stout where he worked. So yeah, being their birthday beers, he would have definitely said to the owners, "Can we please do a American stout for our birthday?" And yeah, it's like this is all right, but it's just not in that same realm as that Kicks one. Yeah, it's just got too much of a. It's like a sort of a earthy, soily sort of feel. It's like the main flavour you're getting. Like there needs to be more like roasty sort of coffee and chocolate. And I mean sometimes they can go too far with the cacao, like the or like chocolate malt or whatever, and it can sort of come across as like earthy. But yeah, it's almost like maybe just the hops just haven't worked well in this one, or yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of, dude. 2012, cool. That's around the time I got into craft beer. Pretty sure it was 2012, and then I started an untapped account, I think, in 2013. Peach. Yeah, we'll dive in again. See, certain stouts like your barrel aged stuff, your big impies with like heaps of adjuncts and that added, they can change a fair bit over time with like more sort of air to them and warmth. But yeah, a beer like this, it's pretty much, unless it's really cold, but what you're tasting from the start is generally what you're still going to be tasting towards the end. So it's not like all of a sudden it's going to come out with all these flavors of pine and citrus. So yeah, I can safely say it's solid, but it's just nothing like that Kicks one. I'm trying to think of the name of the Kicks one. I recommended it to a few peeps. Yeah, bro, definitely. I'm older than this big. Prickly pear. Well, these guys are only 5, Hamish. It's their 5th birthday, so they're only little kids. May as well go a bit more, but got to remember to leave some in the glass. I mean, in the can. So the first one I went up to the line. The second one I'm going. Actually, I think I had a bit left in it though. I just want to try and leave the same amount in the can for each one. I'll say, yeah, maybe below brewing. Yeah, I just had really high hopes for this. I mean, it's still good, but it's just I just thought because they just that guy bangs on about the kicks one so much. I just thought they'd try and like emulate it, like make it just like so much like that one, but it's completely different. One thing that's pretty cool, these guys in the NBA basketball are currently in Melbourne doing like an exhibition thing. A lot of it's been during the week though, so it's sort of shit. Like I would have loved to have checked it out. I was contemplating coming to Melbourne this weekend, but got fuck all cash. I paid a shitload of bills this week, and I was looking at my bank balance. And I'm like, nah, I'm staying home because I've got like I keep thinking, oh, I don't have anything on for a while, but I've got Oasis and Metallica in only like a month's time. So it's like, fuck, like I've still got to get accommodation for those two events. So yeah, when I was looking at the bank balance today, I was like, nah, I definitely need to lay low. Yeah, true. We'll definitely have to have a drink at some stage, dude. So the main reason I wanted to come down to Melbourne like tomorrow or Sunday is because it's October. It's sort of that busy Oktoberfest weekend. So a lot of the breweries have got like German beers and shit on. So yeah, it would have been pretty cool. It's not all luxurious lifestyle. Everyone goes through fucking financial difficulty at times. I've just had a busy year. Like I've had a lot of shit on this year. It doesn't help either because obviously certain things have gone up so much in price, and then I dropped some money at work as well. So that obviously was like a two-headed snake. It's bad enough like losing money at work, but then having to pay more for like rent and stuff. Like it's like a double-edged sword. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, like I've got all this shit coming up that I've already paid for, so that's sort of good. Like in the back of my head, I keep thinking, well, at least like I've got three massive gigs coming up, and all up in value, it's about $1,200. So like, yeah, it's cool to think that that's all paid for. That'd be awesome if I had a Ferrari in the driveway. We were talking about that at work actually yesterday. If you could get any car and money wasn't a thing, you could just pick any car to own. What would you go for? And I don't really know. Back in the day, I was really interested in cars and had all these particular favorites and stuff. But these days, I just have no idea. Like I've obviously always loved like Ferraris and Lambos and even like old school Corvettes and shit like that. But I'd have no idea as far as modern cars like the last 10 years, like what's the best. And I mean, a lot of people crap on about McLarens, yeah, and like particular Mercedes and stuff. And yeah, fucking oath. especially too, dude, because yeah, you fucking work harder than me. You're always doing like long hours and stuff, but you do like extra days as well. And you're like, yeah, like you're a contract sort of worker, so you're getting more money, sort of thing. Yeah, how sick would it be having an awesome like 4-wheel drive and caravan? It'd be unreal if you had like a big bus that was like converted into like a motorhome. I'm a rock star, baby. Yeah, obviously it depends on what you do. Yeah, that's fucked. That's what shits me with like all the control now that companies have and banks and stuff. It's like the worst thing they could have ever done is taken cash away. And they did all that shit during the pandemic with us not even knowing about it. All of a sudden, you can't use cash at all these places, and it's so fucked. Like in 50 years' time, if you're having some sort of trouble with the government, they'd be able to just go, okay, well, fuck him. We're going to freeze his bank accounts, and he won't be able to do shit. Like imagine if you're on the loose, like trying to escape police or something, you can't even like get money out to get a drink. That's fucking bullshit. Yeah, that's Shami. Shami's like the Aussie prankster sort of guy. Big YouTube channel. A lot of his stuff now is sort of uncut, like off. You have to sign up like subscription sort of thing. I'd love to have a real flash motorbike. It'd be cool. I could just see myself rolling around in a big like flash Harley or something. Yeah. Yeah, credit cards and that sort of shit I don't have. I try to stay away from any sort of that's one thing that's good with me. Like I don't have many assets, but at least I'm not in debt at all. Like I don't owe any money to anyone. So yeah, like if something happened to me, it's like I wouldn't have all these expenses that I'd have to. Obviously, you'd have your normal living expenses, but yeah, I'm not gonna have. I don't have any massive loans or yeah shit hanging over my head where I'd have to pay it all back. And he's like, "Who's this drug lord?" Yeah, yeah. It's just so hard these days. Even if you've got a bit of cash, and all I could suggest, Hamish, and any young ones out there is just stay at home as long as you can, and like fucking save while you're staying at home. See, my thing is, yeah, like I moved out of home early. I've always sort of just been independent, doing shit on my own. And the hardest thing is I've lived by myself for so long. So all the rent and bills and that I've paid over the years, it's just been me. And I've like rented out like shit that normally like more than one person would. So a lot of my money's just been wasted over the years. But yeah, I don't know. It's been pretty cool living by myself, and I've definitely done a lot of stuff that a lot of other people wouldn't do, and I've got plenty of stories to tell and places that I've travelled, and everyone's going to have money issues. It's just one of those things. I just think you only live once. It's like do all the shit you want to do and just try to be happy in whatever you do. I can't see the point in just like working and busting your ass your whole life and never going anywhere. Like there's more to life than that. And there's also more to life than not working and just sitting at home doing nothing. Yeah. You got to find that balance in between. Anyway, little rant. Not really a rant, just little words of wisdom. One thing that's going to suck, because this is stout, and now I'm going to an IPA. I feel like the stout's going to be in the glass still a bit. This is where I need water. Water! I'll just try to get every last drop out of it. That's good enough. So, yeah, as I said, I've left beer in the can for a photo and just to try later. So I'm going to do the same with each one. It's probably so I'm probably doing 3/4 of each can. So yeah, now we've got the IPA, which is triple dry hopped. Stop hustling, it's dumb. Motueka and Citra. Yeah. If I had a missus, man, she'd fucking hate all the beer glasses I got. It's definitely a thing out of all my mates that are into beer that have girlfriends or wives. It's one thing that they fucking complain about. You got too many glasses. But when you're by yourself, you just fucking keep buying them and go, yeah, I've got this one, I got that one, I got this one. Oh, this one's nice. I'm going to buy that too. This looks pretty good, boys and girls. I can smell it already too. Let me get sorted. I just want to put each beer in front of me here as I drink them. Cheers, dirtbag. Good to see you. Hopefully we'll have a drink together at some stage. It's fucking shit, man. We used to hang out nearly every day, and now we never see each other. Fucking time difference and work. So, looks pretty good, hey? So it's sort of that in between yellow and orange. I would say like a cloudy appearance. Say 2-finger, fairly tight knit white head. It's definitely more sort of cloudy than hazy. I would say medium body. Carbonation looks pretty light. It's got that real sort of soft and pillowy appearance to it. Let's go with. Love our dirtbag. Yeah. Yeah, we're just talking about grinding at work before. You're another one that's always fucking busting your ass. One thing I would say with Sweden, dude, very fucking expensive. So if you're going to move to Sweden, make sure you're going to have a job that pays good money, or else you're going to be worse than you are in Australia. It'd be fucking unreal, though. I mean, if you're willing to sort of, what are you're in like you want to do IT, don't you? Doing building with your dad, but you want to do IT. I mean, both those industries, you're probably going to be right. Yeah, I'm the same. I want to go to like the States or somewhere where it suits me, where I get, if I moved to the States and got a job similar to what I was in now, I'd be able to buy my own house and I'd have cheap beer. So that's all I want in life. I couldn't give a fuck about medical this, medical that. It's like I don't use any of that shit. You get free medical. Oh, wow. I go to the doctor once every fucking 8 years. How does that help me? And then when I want to go to the doctor, you can't get in because you got 4,000 Indians in front of you in the list. Yeah. I've got a mate that's lived there, dude, that, yeah, he'd be able to help you out. Very knowledgeable fella. One thing that sucks, there's a particular age, like threshold thing, whereas if you haven't gone past that age, whereabouts are you from, bro? In Australia, we just have a huge amount of Indian and Chinese that have moved here and they've all got a lot of money. So it's one of those things. It's not like, it's more of a reality thing. It's not racist at all. Our infrastructure can't handle it. They let in 1 million people last year. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you're going through the same stuff. Welcome in anyway. So this beer, suppose I better give the nose. Yeah, yeah, it's fucked. Like there'd be a day like I remember I broke my ribs for the second time, and I couldn't get into the doctor just to get it. Like I knew what was wrong with me, and I worked all through like 2 weeks of pain, and I just needed like I wasn't getting any better. I could hardly move at work, and I knew I needed time off to rest and just not be fucking making it worse. And anyway, I couldn't get into the doctor, and I only wanted to go to the doctors to get a certificate to tell them what had happened, and because otherwise, yeah, they're not going to let you take work off, or if they do, you're not going to get paid. So it's like all I wanted to do is get into the doctor and say, look, I broke my ribs. I know that I've done it before. It's like I've been trying to push through it at work, and I'm in a lot of pain. I can't do most of the usual roles that I do. I'm going to have to take a week off work, so I need a certificate and just a quick checkup. And then it's like, I can't even get into the doctor just to do that. It's like that's where it's fucked. Yeah. By the way, I don't think I've said to hit the old thumbs up, so now's the time. Cheers, peeps. If you can hit the old like button, that would be greatly appreciated. No, I've actually heard someone else say that. No, it's New Orleans, Louisiana. It's the basketball team, the Pelicans. So they've got like in the NBA, there's teams. The teams have like alternate kits. So they have like home, and they'll have away, and then they'll have like this was called the City Edition. So it was sort of a tribute to like New Orleans as a city, like the party city and stuff. And yeah, it's just that I have heard someone say about that Down album though. Down are like Down is it a metal band, a side project for Phil from Pantera or something like that? Yeah. Yeah, I initially broke my ribs fucking around on a motorbike on a farm years ago, and yeah, it was like I don't know. It's almost like it just hasn't been the same since. And then being the hero I felt one night when I was drunk, I was at Beer Deluxe, which is a bar at Fed Square in Melbourne, and it was pissing down raining, and they had a brewery birthday party. And they had a basketball ring, and I was like fucking showing off being a fuckwit. Anyway, because it was on concrete and it was pissing down rain, and I was wearing like an old school pair of Jordans. I fucking went ass up going for like I went up for a rebound, and I went ass up and went flying through the air and landed on my side. And I was just like straight away, I was like, fuck, I've just broke my ribs again. Yeah. I think they've tried to clear a bit of that shit out. I know Sweden was, yeah, definitely one that was hugely affected by that stuff. And then I think they're saying it's safer now. I think a lot of the troublemakers and that there didn't last very long. Yeah. Smash the like, not the beer. Yeah, that's fucked. Anything dental's insane. Yeah, what I've heard from them, I like. I just haven't heard much. I remember listening to some of their stuff back in the day. I think I've got one of their CDs. Hamish is now working in marketing. Stoner Rock. Yep. Yep. Cool. One of my mates is a roadie for a few bands. Like recently, he was the roadie for Amon Amarth when they were playing with Pantera. And he's got footage he sent me of him up on stage singing Walk with Phil. It's like, oh, it's so fucking good. Like there's just a group of the roadie boys up on stage singing like backup for Walk. What do you say? Yeah, it depends where you live too, dude. You're probably pretty lucky up in Queensland. It's not as insane. In trying to get anything in Melbourne or Sydney, you're fucked. Cool. I'll have to check it out. God, with private health insurance, that's ridiculous. Yeah, at the drive-in, fuck yeah. Um, I remember their first, is it their first EP? It had what? What was the? I can't think of the fucking name of the song. Pattern Against User, I think was the second song, but they had that. Is it One Arm Scissor? I think it's One Arm Scissor. Fuck, that song's good. Yeah, get away, get away. Yeah, fuck yeah, you're bringing back some good memories there. I remember me and one of my mates. He used to listen to a lot of punk rock and like shit like Chemical Brothers and Fatboy Slim and that, like through his older cousins. He got into like real good shit at a young age. And yeah, I remember me and him listening to At the Drive-In heaps. Like we'd be listening to like real old school Blink and like 28 Days and yeah, Fatboy Slim, Chemical Brothers, Mr. Bungle. Does anyone know Mr. Bungle? The song where it's got the glass breaking and it's like it sounds like a fucking horror movie. That's the Mr. Bungle, I think, was a side project for I think it's the Faith No More dude. Yeah, Chemical Brothers are sick. Superstar DJs, here we go. Fatboy Slim. Fatboy Slim is fucking in heaven. Fucking and fucking and fucking. Yeah. You probably hated it, did you? I love Pantera just because I'm a guitar head. Dimebag shit is like so fucking good. I did a job for Chemical Brothers at their house in Notting Hill. That's awesome. Yeah. Clown Core. No. I remember Insane Clown Posse from those days as well. Yeah. Fucking hell, 3 hours. The joys of Australia. Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of sort of stuff by Chemical Brothers that I probably haven't heard as much, but when I have, I've been like, oh, it's still like real good. Yeah. Cheers. I don't even think I've tasted this beer yet. What's going on? I've been going for nearly an hour and I've only had one beer. Shit. It's gonna be a long stream. So yeah, smell. Oh, yes. Huge lime, zingy lime, lemon zest. You had one job. Yeah, exactly. I'm a beer reviewer, not a fucking TV host. That's the joys with this stream, bro. We go live and we just talk shit. Maybe like pink grapefruit. That's what I'm getting. But yeah, mainly lime and lemon. Possibly some orange. And even like a berry vibe. Like maybe sort of got that sweet berry, like raspberry, blueberry. It smells really good. It smells quite sweet. I would say the base has a bit of a mixture. It's like mainly like white bread and biscuit, but there may even be like a slight sort of toffee edge to it as well. But you can definitely tell it's hopped to the eyeballs, this beer. And yeah, it's still like, I mean, these beers only come out like a week or two ago, so the alcohol in this is 7.1, bro. Let's get into it. Where's the label? Product placement. Cheers. Woo. She's a step up from the first beer, that's for sure. Definitely grapefruit, definitely lemon and lime. Maybe some mango. It's got that like it's got that sort of sweet citrus but also pithy as well. Almost like you're getting the actual juicy flesh on the inside from the fruit, but then like the peel as well. You're getting like this bitter. But yeah, as it sort of lingers, you get this berry, like sweet berry thing going on. It actually reminds me a bit of a range beer, this one. Range are a brewery up in Brisbane. Sort of got similar vibes to them. I mean, they use a lot of Citra. This has got Citra in it. They quite often, with their Citra beers, they have like this candied sort of orange and sweet berry sort of note. Yeah, that's just from the malts, dude. Get your blanket out, boys and girls. I don't know if that's sarcastic or not. Fuck yeah. Brisbane, here we come. I want to get to buddy. I want to do Brisbane again, but I also want to do like. Well, that's the thing. I love the Sunshine Coast, and I think the Gold Coast is overrated. But the beer scene on the Gold Coast is good. So it's sort of like if I was going there, I want to be going to breweries and shit. So I also really want to do Australia Zoo. I just think it'd be cool to go there. I know that's on the Gold Coast. 'Cause, yeah, when I went to Brizzy last time, I just didn't have enough time to do Australia Zoo because I think it's a good hour or two outside of Brisbane. But yeah, when I went to Brisbane, I did so many breweries. It's fucking insane. Just the people there just seemed really. So Brisbane's another place that I would consider moving to. I just think Queensland's not as, I don't know, it's not as woke as bloody Victoria and New South Wales, and it's still relatively, I don't know, relaxed and still has that Aussie culture and shit. You don't go in the heart of Brisbane and feel like you're in China, is pretty much what I'm getting at. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Best thing, yeah, when it comes to that sort of stuff, the best thing to do is like we catch up in Brisbane and like you go for a beer and like you meet, like I'd meet your mum and dad and like just get to know them, and then the next time I come they'd be like, oh no, he's a good bloke, you can stay the night. It was funny when I was younger. I used to just like say to mum and dad, like they'd sort of put their trust in me. I like met this Scottish dude, and me and him got on the drink and that up in Alice Springs, and he come all the way down to Victoria, and I just said to mum and dad, look, this guy I've hung out with in Alice Springs, got on really well with him. He really wants to check out where I'm from in the hometown, and that would it be possible if he stayed with us? And they're like, yeah, no worries. Like, I just think it's cool how they used to sort of trust me like that. Yeah, yeah. It'd be cool too, just working with the horses and getting to know them, and yeah, I could just imagine you having little chats with them and stuff. It's like, g'day Timmy, how you going today, buddy? Bris Vegas. Yeah. I'll never forget the bus driver. Did I tell you about the bus driver in Brisbane that I experienced? Anyway, I went to this brewery. It was called Sea Legs. And it was in a spot that's sort of not far from that main bridge in Brisbane, in this little sort of like skinny peninsula sort of thing next to the river. And I got over there. I don't know how I got over there. Maybe Uber. I might have like went somewhere else beforehand, but I couldn't. I was struggling to get back towards Fortitude Valley. And anyway, there was a bus driver just randomly parked on the side of the road, and I just went up to him and started having a chat. And I said, "Oh, look, dude, I'm trying to get back to the valley, and I've got no idea how to get back there. I can't get an Uber. The taxis are way too expensive." I was just like, "Are there any buses that run that way, or yeah, anything like that?" And he goes, "Oh no," he goes, "Nothing really goes the way that you're going now because it must have been a certain time at night." He goes, "If you want, though," he goes, "I've got to drop the bus off sort of in the similar direction to where you're going." He goes, "I'll just drop you off." So he fires up the bus, and here I am just sitting in the bus. Like it's a full on massive bus that carries a shitload of people. Hey, he just fires it up, and I'm sitting there next to him, and we're just chatting away. Like he like gave me a lift right to the front of the hotel. I'm like, what a fucking legend. I was like offering him money, and yeah, he's just like, no, I'm just helping a brother out. And he's just full of conversation, and it's just cool to meet people like that. Yeah, Scotsman who drank. Yeah, exactly. It was so weird just sitting there. It's like a bus, like he wasn't stopping. It's like just me and him. It would have been a good, like, probably a good 15, 20 minute drive, I reckon. Yeah. The thing is, though, is a lot of UK people don't realise how similar it is in Australia with a lot of the political stuff and the cost of living. I actually think at the moment cost of living is worse in Australia than it is in the UK, and people don't realise that. But I think a lot of like UK folk, they come to Australia and they move to the areas just with the real nice weather, and that's sort of enough to keep them here. Yeah, for sure. Hey, I don't know, just a real good bloke. Just the conversation with him, like we just got on real well. He was just like me, just full of chat, outgoing, could talk about anything. No fucking break in the conversation at all. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I missed Craig's comment. Cheers, brother. Just woke up from resting my resting my eyes. I love that. It's such a like dad thing. It's like, Dad, wake up. Oh, I'm just resting my eyes. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah, good, bro. The first one, unfortunately, I kept comparing it to Kick's American Stout because the bar manager at Bracket I know loves the Kicks version. So I bet you he would have said to the owners, "Can we please brew an American Stout like Kicks for our birthday?" And they've done it, but it's no way near as good. So yeah, this it's solid. I'd say it's solid at best. But that Kicks American Stout, it's like the best American Stout I've ever had. So good. And then this one, this is actually really good. This beer, this is the IPA, triple dry hopped. It's called Stop Hustling, It's Dumb. So yeah, started the IPAs. So I'm only on beer two of five. I've been talking shit the whole time, and all of a sudden, an hour's passed. This stream's gonna go for half the night. Yeah, our weather here, dude, especially in Victoria, it's nothing much better than yours. It's just we get really hot as well. Yeah. It's like just drop me off down the road. Don't pull up in the driveway. Yeah, for sure. See, one thing I do, because I live alone and I have my like interests and stuff I go do in the city in Melbourne, I travel hours just to go to Melbourne and hang out. And it's amazing just being the person I am that goes up and chats to randoms, and like I sort of make friends pretty easy. It's like amazing how many people like I just stumble across and end up friends with like afterwards. Like yeah, it's cool. Just going into random bars and then all of a sudden like you become mates with this person and then you're like going to bars with them every couple of months, and Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Damnation. Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking unreal, that beer. So yeah, that's what this would be. I reckon the bar manager at Bracket, because he's such a massive fan of that Damnation, he would have said for our birthday we should do a American stout like the Kicks one, and they would have went, okay, let's do it, and then they've done it, and it's just half as good. That Damnation is elite. It's like real roasty, real hoppy, like just such a fucking good beer. I want to get more of it. Someone asked about it again the other day, and I think they said they'd sold out on their website, but they brew it again. It's just, I think it's like sort of a seasonal beer for them. Something they re-brew, but they only do it sort of maybe once or twice a year. Hit the thumbs up too, peeps, if you haven't already. Got a good community here. Great peeps in the chat. It's always cool though, like knowing that most times when I'll hit the old live button, you're going to get that sort of core of people that quite often are always around. I mean, it's hard with most of my American and UK friends, because especially Americans, because most of the time I'm streaming now, they're in bed, so always feel a bit bad. But yeah, it's like I've got to do shit that suits me, otherwise I just get so tired. When I first got into YouTube, I was doing all this shit at times that suited everyone else. And it was good for my channel because, yeah, it's like people were able to watch that normally wouldn't be able to. But yeah, I was just putting myself out at times that, like, you shouldn't really be bloody doing this sort of stuff. Hashtag dead to me. So yeah, with this one, I would say pretty decent. It's probably what I expected, to be honest. Like just a decent, like hazy IPA, quite hoppy, juicy. It's when we get onto these next ones where it really matters. Yeah, I'll go a little bit more. That's about right, I think. Bracket generally do a pretty decent West Coast, so let's hope this one does the job. Hashtag you don't know where I live. You live in Bundaberg. You like your rum, bro. I want to go to the Bundy distillery. I reckon it'd be cool. You can like do this thing where you sit down and taste a heap of variants and then make your own, like make your own rum with all the variants, and then they do like a label for you, and I reckon it'd be cool. So I got 5 beers, dude. So it's Bracket Brewing out of Sydney, one of my favourite Aussie breweries. It's their 5th birthday, so they brought out 5 beers for their birthday. So I'm doing all 5. I'm British, but in Poland currently on the beers since 10 a.m. Oh, cool. Poland's got a real good craft beer scene, I think. Evie didn't last long tonight, unless she's still here but not speaking. Maybe TJ's live. Let's put this down and get into the next. My Labrador's sitting hard up against me and his bony little body's hurting my back. I'm considering shaving my head this weekend. I'm sick of it. Sick of all these knots in my hair. It's fucked. It's pretty long, but yeah, it's very damaged. Yep. Rum. Okay, let's get into the West Coast. Here's a hashtag for you, Hamish. Hashtag West is best. Spiced rum, ginger ale, fresh lime, ice. Thank me later. That sounds fucking divine. Gaming Goose, how did you stumble across this channel? Or do we know you through like Simo or some of the UK guys? Rate My Beer, Kent Beer Reviews, any of those? So yeah, this one's called Contra Code, West Coast Double IPA, Mosaic Citra, and Southern Cross. I fucking love Southern Cross. It's not used enough. Rum and Whiskey, that song is it. Who likes one artist I don't mind that's not really in my realm of genre is Jelly Roll. It's got some good tunes. I like how he's got that sort of like hip hop slash country slash pop slash rock thing going on. I love some of the. It's cool how there's musicians now that are like multi genre. I mean, don't even get me started on Sleep Token. Yeah, bloody oath, dude. See, I wanted to go to Melbourne tomorrow, but there's so many bars doing Oktoberfest beers, and it'd be so awesome. I just know I'd be in my element. I was like paying bills and shit today, and I looked at my bank balance. I'm just like, it's the fucking lowest it's been in years. So I'm like, I need to just calm the fuck down, stay home. Yellow Wolf. I know Alpha Wolf. Wolf Mother. How good was the first Wolf Mother album? Fucking unreal. I remember listening to it with like some mates just sitting in a car and drinking beers, and there was a bit of smoke involved. And oh man, just like every song just fucking hits. Oh, cool. So, like, you knew, as in, like, you'd never seen my channel before, sort of thing. So, what first timer? Did it recommend it or something? Yeah, cool. Hopefully, you come back. It's always good to get some newbies in. I feel like I do a good job of like when people come in for the first time because I like chat to everyone. They're like, "Oh, this guy seems cool. He's chatting to me," and then next minute they're back the next show. That's good. I think that's what a lot of people like about my streams is how I interact with everyone. It's not necessarily just about the beer; it's about the banter. Oh yeah, she fucking had a new album out or something. I remember hearing about it. See, love her or hate her, like I don't love her or hate her. I just think good on her, like she's just doing her thing. At least she's at least she's a musician. She sings, she writes her own lyrics, she plays a couple of instruments. Like good on her. You can't really fault her for that. She's got good stage presence. It's just weird though, like how popular she actually is. You've never heard of the chin. I'm going to land one on your chin right now. I knew that was some sort of spelling error. Okay, I need to talk about this beer. I need to pour some more first. So, I was looking at it going, it seems different, but it's a West Coast, of course. So, it's like a burnt orange. My voice went very high then. I dropped something on my nuts. Not much of a head. Disappeared pretty quickly. Hope that's not a bad thing. So yeah, burnt orange in colour, relatively clear, light carbonation, light to medium body. It doesn't look like a double IPA, I must be honest. I'm a little scared. Yeah, carbonation's light. Let's go a smell. Hopefully it smells all right. It does. Grapefruit, orange, maybe lemon and lime again. I smell a little touch of pine, but not enough to get excited over. Because, yeah, you know me, pine and beer. I'm going to say this one's like slightly caramel toffee base and, yeah, white bread again. It's got like a sort of a honey sweetness to it. Oh man, reeling up some bangers there. Fucking oath. How good were the vines when they first come out? I wanna get free. I wanna get free. Come in, come in, come in. Violet Soho. Fuck yeah. Jet. Eskimo. Yeah, Eskimo Joe. I always felt Eskimo Joe was slightly underrated. I'll never forget when Freo were in the grand final. I can't remember who they played, maybe Richmond. But the Eskimo Joe boys were from WA, so they were here for the grand final. And they were playing tunes on the trams going through the city. And they're just there singing Raw on the tram, and it sounded so fucking good. The guy's voice, it's just amazing. And it's funny. I've seen them live so many times, but it's always been at festivals. And now they're the sort of band, like, I'd love to just see them at their own sort of gig. They had that, like, obviously the album with Black Fingernails, Red Wine was massive, but the album before that, it had some real good songs on it. Oh, God. So you're going to some bathroom places, are you? That'll be fun. Just gonna pick out some tiles. Can I please grab that shower head, the one that sprinkles out in all different directions? And I want the tiles there that have the little blue sea. You're just angry because you got to get up early. Do you know what that smells like? Relaxation and chill time, brother. Yeah. Apricots. I was smelling something for ages and I couldn't pick what it is. It's apricot. Ah, where have you been? How dare you leave us in the lurch? Cheers, guys. I'm happy to be here. Nah, I'm out. See you later. Bye bye. I said to Hamish, TJ must be on. She's left us. Were you having dinner? Were you having dessert? Were you having a tiramisu? A creme brulee? A baklava? Just reeling off all the ethnic desserts. Let's get in there. Cheers, boys and girls. Where's the bracket logo? There we go. Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely got that malty sort of slightly boozy sweetness. It's piney, it's bitter, it's slightly resinous, but I think it's a little bit boozy for what it is. I can't lie. As much as I love these breweries, I just have to be honest. I have to be an honest boy. And this is a little boozy. Cheers, Simo. Good to see you, brother. I just said something about you being live later on. I may, if I'm about, I will pop in for a beer or two or six. I'm doing one of my favourite breweries out of Sydney. They've just turned 5, so they brought out 5 beers, and I'm on the third of 5 so far. Oh, shit. Shit, eh? Shit. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think we've all done that before. Yeah, what I'm tasting so far, it's a bit boozy, unfortunately. I think they've gone with because generally brackets Westies have been more modern, and it's almost like they've opted for the old school style, and it's backfired. I feel like, yeah, it's like this sweet sort of caramel malt that's a little too boozy. Yeah, bit out of balance, unfortunately. But like, yeah, it's piney, it's citrusy, it's got some good dryness and bitterness on the finish. But yeah, the booze, you just can't sort of get past it. Damn it! Out of 3 beers so far, 2 of them haven't lived up to the hype. Please succeed on the last 2. They're the 2 that are probably got the most hype to them. Yeah, I've done that before, dude. It's just hard. It's too hard. Very hard in Australia for people to get the same shit. And like, yeah, when you're doing it with people worldwide, it's hard too just to do it at a time that suits everyone. Or do you mean as in just people in the chat sort of thing? I could do that, but that's still hard as well. But yeah, every now and then I do panels. I do like tastings with other people. Like I've done a couple with some American mates and some English mates where you got the same beer, and yeah, it's pretty cool sharing the same beer with someone from, yeah, like the other side of the globe. It's pretty awesome. You wouldn't have been able to do that like 30 years ago. I love when it comes to women. It's like they're so keen to change the appearance of something or move house or anything like that, but then they don't understand how hard it is and all the work involved. It's like when you move house, it's like they're so keen to move house, and it's like the whole time they're standing there making decisions, and that you're the one that's doing all the fucking work. That's when you just go back and forth, dude. Same with Evie. I'm not that phased if you go watch him. Yeah. No worries, traders. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm so annoyed about this beer. Whack. Nah, TJ's a good dude, and you guys are great. So yeah, it doesn't worry me in the slightest. Just happens to be that quite often we're on at the same time. Yes. I'm going to move on to the next one. I reckon this one's not doing it for me. I have to keep the same amount in the can, though. That's all. Oh, that might have been a bit too much. So yeah, the next two are probably the ones that are meant to be like the big hypees. I just go over there, dude. Don't feel bad. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, I haven't had a rum for a long time. At least you know I'll be going for a while. I'm only at beer 3 of 5. What I used to do, dude, is I'd just go back and forth. And like, you're always going to have one show on the night that's slightly better than the other. So you just stick around. Ah, cheers, Gaming Goose. Thanks, bro. I don't even know what a super sticker is, but that's pretty cool. Exactly what Hamish said. Ah, thanks for hanging, bro. Hopefully you subscribe and come back other nights. As I've said, it's just the same sort of stuff. I review beers, I talk shit to people. I quite often sort of, I don't know, build friendships with people in the chat, and that's why quite often they keep coming back. And yeah, we're always giving each other shit, talking about sort of, sometimes it'll be political, but we try not to do politics too much. Often it's just like ranting about your day, or yeah, hyping up how good of a day you had, or talking about music. Music's a massive thing. We're always chatting music on here. Sport occasionally, but some people aren't into sport. Um, yeah, and every now and then I do panels as well, so I get people up here and talk shit with them and drink with them and stuff. And it's a bit harder to keep an eye on the chat when you got people up on camera with you, because you're sort of more focused on what they're doing and keeping them happy. But yeah. I'd like to think that I do a good job with the chat anyway. I feel like compared to most channels, I feel like I interact with people a lot more. And yeah, I've tried doing music stuff, but every time I do, I get copyrighted. I get fucked over, so I try not to do it too much now. I got a warning the other day. I was just busting out tunes and like dancing and singing and carrying on. I was real drunk. It's pretty fun. So has anyone got anything exciting on for the weekend? As I said, like I was somewhat keen to go to Melbourne for Oktoberfest stuff, but yeah, just the old funds. It's like, nah, I'm gonna lay low for a bit. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I got no idea. Cause I think I've got like a kitty with cash in it from donations, but because I'm not at 1,000 subs yet, because like I'm only relatively new, I think I have to wait till I get to 1,000 till I can start actually accessing the money. But it's pretty cool just to know it's there. Some sort of reward for effort. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, dude. We'll see you when you get back. And yeah, as I said, if you haven't subscribed, go for it, dude. You'll see more of us most nights. Hashtag dead to me. Yeah, what is that like first place, second place thing, like that XP points? I don't get it. Nah, just let her be. Yeah, well, that's what I do, dude. Like, I've got shorts. If you check out my channel in my shorts, I do just like chugs of beer to like favorite songs and just like fucking sing along while I'm doing it. That's my little getaway from like to combine my love of music with beer. And it's good because it brings other people to the channel as well. So yeah, quite often if I do a song that's not heavily copyrighted, it normally gets like 1,000 views pretty easily. But yeah, every now and then you'll do a song and you only get like 100 views, so it's like YouTube sort of punishing you for using a song that you shouldn't. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I've had a few Polish craft beers. They're pretty good. Apparently, Poland has the most home brewers per capita sort of thing in the world, which is pretty cool. Cool. Yeah. Oh, that's good. It's like obviously one of my aims is to get to 1,000 because that's where you're sort of fully monetized. And it's like I don't care about the money, but it's like at least when people are like donating shit to you and like you're actually getting it. And it's just sort of it's like a milestone sort of thing. I think for a beer channel to get to 1,000, it's like pretty good effort because it's such a niche thing. Yeah, covered in chrome. Fuck yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it tonight, bro. Lock it in, Ed. Cool. I'll put it in there. Someone told me to do Fade to Black by Metallica. I'm pretty sure I tried to do it and got fucked over straight away, so covered in chrome will surely work. Oh, it's such a good song. I just saved a picture of the film clip so I remember. Yeah, I'll do that after this, Steve, when I'm lit. One thing I remember, dude, when I was at Future Brewing, covered in chrome and a few other songs by Soho come on. I'm like, fuck, these guys are good. And I remember the Future guy going, yeah, I love this sort of like Aussie punk rock. He had like Skeggs going and the Chats and a few other of those types. It was pretty cool. Men at Work, Down Under. Yeah, I could probably do that actually. It would be classified as rock. Let's get through this and get on to the big boy. I don't know. I just got a feeling this next one's gonna be fucking unbelievable. All caps. Isn't all caps like a saying that young ones have these days? Yeah, if that's one thing I've been told I need to do is start a Twitch. Start a Twitch account, link my beer reviews to the Twitch account. So whenever I go live on here, it goes live to YouTube and Twitch. And then I can say to people to come over to the Twitch channel and we'll do like a party stream over there and I can play music and you don't have to worry about getting fucked over. So that's when me and Steve can bust out the sleep token and not get screwed over. 2.1 views. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, it probably is. I must admit, though, I do get quite a few comments from it. If it's one that sort of hits and you get a fair few views, you do get quite a few comments and likes and shit. Yeah, the numbers do seem pretty extreme, though. Cool. I've heard Poland's a really good country, like because of how strict they are with like certain things. Like they don't allow so many like people to come in and live there, and they try to keep it sort of mostly Polish and Yeah, it's almost like it's sort of slightly conservative, which is a good thing in my opinion. Yeah, no worries, bro. We'll see you shortly. What are you getting? You should get like a big Polish Imperial stout. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna finish this and get on to the one of the main events. The main event. The co-main event. So yeah, as I said, had the characters, but the booze is too much. It's just it's a bit of a letdown. I don't know, the malt there is a bit unbalanced. It's created this booziness. You got sort of like caramel toffee, white bread for the base, and then like the hops you got like a touch of pine, like earthy, grassy, and like citrusy, maybe some apricot as well. But yeah, generally sort of grapefruit, orange, lemon, lime. There's a bit of pith, there's a bit of sweetness, dry, sort of bitter finish. But yeah, just the booze. It's just the sweetness and the booziness of the malt has definitely let it down. It's still a decent beer, but yeah, just you can't say it's a great beer just when you got that little touch of booze there lingering. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, that's my channel name is Short and Stout Beer Reviews, but yeah, Sammy's obviously my name. There's been quite a few panel streams where I've fell asleep. I do shift work. I also have some severe sleeping problems at the moment, and I work hard, so it's like a combination of many things. So quite often when I'd have a drink and relax, I can sort of like just shut down and fall asleep. And unfortunately, it can be on camera. But yeah. Oh, there you go. That's cool. Yeah, and then we've got Sam here as well. Yeah. Cheers for all the fucking Sams out there. Tonight, bro, we're doing 5 beers. So yes, I am getting drunk tonight. Friday night though. So this is beer 4 of 5. And yeah, we're starting to get into big territory now. All caps, triple IPA, 10%. Strata, Peacherine, and Nelson. Ooh, let's go. It doesn't want to open. It's got a bit of a dodgy opening on it. It's like, nah, fuck you. You're not drinking this. You've had enough, buddy. It looks fucking delicious, this one. I fucking busted my ass today. If only I could tell you what I did. I could actually, Hamish. I could tell you. I could tell you through Facebook, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, fair enough that you fucking saw." And look at the color of it. It's like this real vibrant, like fucking dark orange. Weird as. Ooh. So yeah, it's only a sort of small head, one finger, white. I would say the beer is very hazy looking though. Yeah, it's like a medium orange sort of thing. Uh, Cloudy to hazy appearance, light carbonation. It's got that creamy sort of look to it. I feel this is going to be a very good beer. Fingers crossed, because 2 out of 3 so far have missed the mark slightly. So we need a 50-50 split after this one. Let's go with. Please be good. No worries, dude. Thanks for chiming in. And we might see you later on. I'm maybe going to go on Simo's later. Oh, it looks good. It smells good. Cool. So I'm getting apricot and peach. Hmm. Maybe some orange. It's very stone fruit forward. Mango. It comes across sort of more pithy than sweet. You are getting sweetness from the malt, but it's like, yeah, bready, biscuity. Just on aroma though, yeah, it like that last one on aroma, I could sort of feel that it wasn't going to be as good as I'd hoped. Whereas this one's got potential. Good thing is that they're not all tropical bracket. Some breweries you get every beer you have is very tropical forward, whereas bracket's not like that. Yeah, there's like berry notes as well. Maybe some, yeah, like orange, tangerine. But yeah, I feel like it's, yeah, definitely more stone fruit. This, it reminds. I had a beer from Equilibrium back in the day that blew my mind, and it was very stone fruit forward, like apricot and peach, and it was called Straight Out of the Laboratory. And I just remember it being such a fucking good beer. It wasn't so much the flavor and the notes of the beer; it was more like the mouth feel and like the execution of just like I don't know, the sort of balance of the beer itself and the flavors. It reminds me of that. Obviously, not to the same degree, but just the fact that it's so heavily like apricot and peach. Anyway, let's get into it. Where is it? There it is. Cheers. Oh, yes. We're back, baby. We're back. And so are you. You're back. Back in the game, kicking ass again. If you know that song, you get 100 points. Cheers, bro. Yeah, so brackets 5 fifth birthday beers. I'm on the 4th of 5. And yeah, 50-50 split so far. 2 haven't been as good as I expected, and 2 have. So it all comes down to the big boy at the end. I'm going to say so far this is number 1. So this is triple IPA called All Caps, featuring Strata, Peacherine, and Nelson. Now I know I said berry. It's got some berry to it. Yeah, I've just remembered it's got Strata in it, so no wonder. But yeah, it's like this one's like white bread and biscuit base. On the hops, you're getting like very stone fruit forward. A little touch of some citrus and then some berry, and then it's like it's got a good balance. It's got like a soft pillowy mouthfeel. Yeah, the last beer unfortunately was a bit boozy. This one's like 2% more than that, and you don't even taste the booze. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. He knows it. Back in the game, kicking ass again. No stopping me now, cause I'm back in the game. What am I doing up so late? It's 10:42, bro. Friday night. That is not late. 10:42 p.m. on a Friday night is early, my friend. We're just getting warmed up. Baby, I'm back by Baby Bash. Akon. I used to fucking hate that song by Akon when he's I'm so lonely, and it had like the fucking what's that voice effect thing? Oh man, cringe. Kill me now. Fuck, I hated that song. What was I talking about? Hey. Oh god. And yeah, I don't even I seen Craig's comment. Did I say hello to you, Craig? Cheers, brother, wherever you were. I remember seeing your comment somewhere. Where is he? There he is. Yeah, boy. Cheers, dude. And cheers. 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 The only pot you've been hitting is the pot noodle, my friend. You'll be having a pot noodle and a wank in about 10 minutes' time. Yes. Cheers. I'm not drunk either. I'm just being silly. Well, I might be slightly lubricated, but whew, all caps, as they say, the young ones these days. All caps. Whew, I need to get the courage up to nibble into these next two beers. I just, I don't really care about uh, the whole shit between those two. It's like, why do I have to walk around in Melbourne and have those two screaming at each other? If your shit is so bad back home, fuck off back home and go sort it out. Why do you have to do it here? That's what I'm at. That's where I'm at with that whole issue. Why do we have to keep seeing them going at each other in our country that has nothing to do with them? It's like if you're that invested, fuck off back to those countries and go sort it out. That's exactly what I think about it. And I'm so sick of it going on and on and on. We have our own issues here that we need to address. We don't want to have to worry about your fucking shit. Like, and the worst thing is half the fuckwits that are arguing about it, they're like people that have got nothing to do with it. They're like these college fucking students with purple hair that have never fucked in their life. Or it's like, oh, that's all I have to say. And Antifa, I can't stand them. I'd love to just go to an Antifa rally and just like knock them all out, just run through them all. I feel like they're paid by the government to just cause disturbance. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like I speak my mind and like yeah, quite often get in trouble, but I feel like a lot of people like what I say. I'm just sick of Australia being this place where everyone just thinks they can just fucking do and say what they want and not assimilate and help us out as a country. I want everyone to come together and make our country better. Stop fucking, yeah, bringing your shit over here and then bringing us down with it. Fuck all these idiots. I don't know. I just feel like the Aussie government loves it. They fucking get around it, and it makes it worse for us as like citizens because you got to deal with that shit every day. Like Melburnians can't even get to work half the time because of these fucking rallies, and it's like it's got nothing to do with Australia. Why do we have to keep hearing about it? Fuck off. Back to the beer. Cheers. Yeah, the Australian dream is just that everyone assimilates, everyone works hard, everyone gets on, and everyone's able to buy their dream home. No, not anymore. That's all out the fucking window. It's completely shifted. It's like you're just getting screwed up the arse now by the government in every fucking aspect. That's why I want to move. Like, get the fuck out of here. Oh god. we should all like we should all like fuck off somewhere and start a little community in like Southeast Asia or something. I don't know. I feel like as a person that's not that concerned about medical stuff, all I want is to be able to earn somewhere to call my own as far as property goes for how hard I work and being able to drink beer that's not fucking taxed through the eyeballs. Like, and America is that place for me. It's like you can go to America, you can get a decent home for about a quarter of the price of anywhere in Australia. And it's like, yeah, you can be a craft beer guy for about a quarter of the price. It's like that suits me down to a T. Even if it was only for like 10 years or something, at least I know I'm better off. Plus, I'm visiting all my mates in the States. I'm visiting all my mates in the States. Like somewhere like Thailand, I'd love to like start my own business or something, but you can't. Like in Thailand and some of those countries, they don't allow foreigners to come in and own any more than 50% of a business or a dwelling or shit like that. So they've got it right. That's what Australia should have done, but Australia politicians are too greedy and they've just let foreigners do whatever the fuck they want just so they get more money in their pockets. And it's like, yeah. It always comes back to politics. Yeah, boy. So the more I'm drinking this, it's good, but it's still not elite level. Sold us out in the 70s. Yeah, fucking oath they did. It's just like I don't know. I'll look at so many Aussies absolutely slaving their asses off their whole life and getting nowhere. And then you get these immigrants coming in and they get a house, they get a car. All of a sudden they're fucking got about 20 kids. Most Aussie families now, like hardworking families, have to have a dad and a mum at work just to survive. And they're only having one or two kids. And it's like all of a sudden, the amount of kids as like white Europeans opposed to Indians and Chinese. Or maybe not Chinese because they have restrictions, but yeah, like your Middle Eastern, your Indian, all of a sudden it's going to be a completely different like country, like 50 years time. Don't even get me started on like trying to get accommodation and you can't get anywhere to stay in your own country because all the hotels are filled up with immigrants. That's fucked. Oh my god. It's funny though, like how I've always felt like most traditional Aussies have always been very respectful of the land. Well, not everyone, but the majority are respectful of the land, don't litter, don't like to see parklands full of trash and all that stuff. And it's amazing how in the last 5 years, all of a sudden you're seeing shit everywhere. All the parklands, all the waterways, all these places are just covered with fucking shit. Just fucking mess built up everywhere. And it's like, oh, I wonder who's leaving that behind. Oh, you can't say that. That's racist. It's not racist. It's realist. Now, fuck off. I've seen it. I've seen it in person. You will be classic example, right? I live in southwest Victoria. One very popular area for tourists is the Great Ocean Road. There'll be times over summer you'll be fighting for a park spot to hang out with your family and have a barbecue and a party and a little seaside gathering sort of thing. These days, you'll get Aussie families can't even go do what they normally do because you'll get these Indian families will come in, they'll take up all the parks, they'll go and grab onto a table, they won't let anyone else nearby. Like they'll claim it as their own sort of thing. And because there's so many of them, you can't do anything about it. Well, you could, but you get in trouble. And then all of a sudden, when they're done with their fucking annual cook up of their curries and whatever else, they don't pick up their shit and fuck off home. They just leave it everywhere. Everywhere. Fucking all over the ground. It's flying, it's going into the sea. Ah, it's all right. This is like back home. We'll just fucking do what we want. All of a sudden, Australia is like Delhi. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah. it's true that there have been. There's obviously oppression there for years, but all the ones that are coming here are rich. You got plenty of money. They're just coming here. They want to move to a country where everything's established and they don't have to work hard for it because, yeah, I'm going to be brutally honest. The ones that were here in the early days have fucking busted their ass to make the country what it is. If they were that fucking invested, they'd do the same in their own homeland. That is a good question. Yeah, skilled workers apparently. Fucking hell. Why do we keep going back to this shit? You fuckers. Ooh, yes. Ooh, that might be a bit light on. No, that is. Pour some back. Pour some sugar on me. Oh, in the name of love. It's unreal though when you see your beautiful landscape that you've loved all the years when you were growing up. Just now looks like it's fucking straight out of Calcutta. Reload. Yeah. The thing is, like, yeah, like I've got Indian and Sri Lankan mates, and a lot of them apologise for some of the behaviour of the people that come over here. It's not like everyone, but just yeah, there's so many fucking grubs out there that just ruin it for everyone. And it's the same with another ethnic group and their crime. They're not all like that, but there is a big majority that is. It's like I don't know, like another thing that fucking rattles me. Here we go. Let's get the rants going. Another thing that pisses me the fuck off lately. Supermarkets. Why is it now that people just seem to be going into supermarkets and pinching shit and just walking out and just getting away with it? Like, what the fuck's that all about? Like that, I've seen so many videos of people just loading up trolleys and just walking out and not giving a fuck, and they just get away with it. And like, that's so shit. It's like I actually witnessed it in person the other day. I was like, this young kid, he was like an emo looking fella. And he had like a real fucking frail, tall, skinny lad. Looked like he'd never had any sunshine in his life. He's wearing all black. He's got the hoodie over. He's got the long, slightly longish hair, and he's there and he's fucking loading up his bag with like energy drinks and chocolate and all this other shit. And I'm just looking at him thinking, are you right? Like, clearly you're fucking stealing. What the fuck are you doing? And he's just doing it. And I'm just like, I'm raging inside. I'm like, I just want to slap the fuck out of this kid. Or I just wanted to make an example of him. But then I was like, I had to stop and think to myself, the world we live in, and that I would get in trouble over him for fucking stepping in and making an example of him. Like, that's how fucked this world is. Just let the fucking useless cunt that's probably never worked a day in his life just sits on a computer playing games, just fucking rob the supermarket of all their shit, while all us working class just look at him and let him go and go, yeah, congratulations, mate. As I said to the people I was with at the time, I said, 10 years ago, I would have grabbed that cunt around the neck and dragged him up to reception and said, look, this guy's clearly stealing, sort him out. But you can't do that these days. And I guess everyone's probably thinking the same thing. Where are we up to in the chat? No way, bro. Now, when they mention the word youth, it's just a way to discover what to discover. It's when they use the word youths, it's just a way to what do you call it? It's a way to describe a particular type of person in a way that's not going to offend and cause friction in the community. We all know who the youths are. Let's be honest. So yeah, it's like it's got nothing to do with just your basic young guys out being silly and doing what young kids do. It's a particular ethnic group, and they tend to be of a young age. So that's how they're described in the media. Keeping it real. I might have to do a little toilet interlude. Intermission. Does anyone remember the Offspring album when it used to have the intermission? Yeah. See, at least I know Steve's always on the same page as me. He knows what's going on. A lot of the young ones out there, it's like they're taught at school that if you hear something negative about a race, you got to shut that down. You just pretend it didn't happen, and then get angry with the person that called it out. That's what I feel like it's like with a lot of the young ones these days. I'm like, fuck that. I call it as I see it, and I don't give a fuck if you don't like what I say. Fuck you. Yes. It's time for the big one. It's going to be a 3-hour stream, boys and girls. That's insanity. I love the smell of fresh wood. Yeah, piss break, exactly. Fall hard against my son's sword skills. It's pretty cool. Oh, man. I'm going to go to the loo. I'm going to have a little loo break. So, yeah, give us like, I'm going to say 2 minutes. I'll be back. Intermission. And we're live. So, it's the big boy. Simple Riches. Bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout. Coconut, hazelnut, cacao. 12.2. Ooh, wow. I like that purple. It's cool. Let's do it. Oh, man. I'm getting fidgety. I'm not tired, though, so that's good. Oh, looks nice and oily. That's pretty good. Oh, I smell nut already. Oh, yes. I feel like this is going to be a banger. Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm going to say jet black in colour, tan head, one finger, Actually, I change it. Not jet black in colour. It's more of a dark chocolate, dark tan. It's got a slight brown tinge to it in the light. Medium body, light carbonation. The head's going pretty quick, but it is barrel aged, so I forgive that. Let's go with. Oh man, it smells good. Oh shit. So just on the nose, I'm gonna say it smells like a Snickers and a Bounty bar, like together. Which, let's be honest, that is a delightful smell. So you're just getting like huge, like milk chocolate, some caramel, and then you're getting like, yeah, hazelnut. And I know Snickers is more peanut, but I think there was a hazelnut Snickers for a while. But yeah, like coconut as well. So you're getting like the nutty and the coconut together, and that's why I'm sort of like Bounty and Snickers because it's huge chocolate. It's this caramel, like fudgy sort of like sweetness. It smells so good. I'm getting some bourbon as well. So I feel like you're getting like this huge sort of caramel from probably more the bourbon barrel than the malt itself, but you're getting it from both. It's very like it's more sweet than roasty, but it features both. There's like a touch of sort of oak, a touch of spice. God, these guys, they've hardly done any barrel aged beers, but when they have, they've been phenomenal. What happened with Diddy? Is he gone? Is he bye byes? Let's get into it, I think. Cheers, legends. Oh my god. Wow. Fucking wow. That mouthfeel on that is $1 million. It's like smooth, silky, almost like leathery. It's like the bourbon is there and it's prominent and it's tasty. It's like you're getting like, yeah, this booze, this caramel, this spice, even like a touch of vanilla, maybe some dark fruits from the bourbon barrel. Wow. Fucking wow. And the more I smell it, it is just out of this world. Cheers, guys. Mr. Dave, you're obviously new here, bro. Welcome in. Pals won today. Oh, man. Fuck. I'm devastated. See, I'm Victorian, bro. I love Williamson. But yeah, I'm country, so I was never going to make it to these events because they're all weekdays. Shit. Oh, damn it. Did you go? It would have been fucking awesome. Fuck. That's so good. Do you know if they're doing any appearances? Like, is there somewhere I could catch them in the city in the next 2 days or something? Oh, fuck it, yeah. Zion! I want to meet the lad. I want to get a photo with him. Yes. See, we got another that's on board. I love your work. Yeah, how fucking shit is the city now? It's just Chinese students, bro. Woke fuckers and Chinese students. Fuck the city. I hate it. Oh man, I want to go. I wanted to go to it so bad. Whew, this beer is fucking amazing. I'm going back. It's oily. It's slick. Oh, bro. Come on. Don't don't tease me like this. Yeah, I honestly didn't think he'd be there. I'm so pissed off about it. Fuck! Fucking oath, dude. Get into him. What are you drinking and where are you? Cane toads. Get the golf club out. Have a whack. Oh man, this beer is fucking amazing. I even get like a, not gonna lie, it must be like a molasses sort of thing or something, but it's almost like giving a maple syrup vibe. Fallons, yep, cool, bro. I remember that Fallon's venue being very sexy. It'd be the sort of place you'd love to take a first date. But yeah, when I had their beers, I'm like, I think with their beers, I think maybe out of about 9 or 10, I probably had two decent ones. Yeah. I underrated them. I'm going to be honest. I thought Geelong would smash them. And I heavily underrated the Lions. But I still don't think they're that. For a team, especially that's won now back to back, I still don't think it's that great of a team. I just think the competition has weakened. You look at all the premiership teams over the last like couple of decades. I reckon that Brisbane team that's won it the last 2 years would be one of the weakest teams on paper. Challenge me, baby. If you don't believe. Oh. It honestly smells like it's got maple in it. It's that good. Oh, don't even get me started on that league. I've played 3 games of footy in my life, and now I'm a professional. I want the same pay as the men. Yes. I busted my fucking ass when I was younger. It's like, it just seems, yeah, like these ones that make the AFL, like young boys that make the AFL, they have fucking grinded to the core to even get a look in. And then you get some girl that's played 10 games of basketball, all of a sudden, oh, I want to convert over to AFL. She's played 1 game of footy and all of a sudden she's playing AFL. We deserve the same pay as the guys. Fuck, that makes me angry, that shit. This beer is elite level. Elite! It is fucking brilliant. Hamish, shut the fuck up. I know you love me, brother. It's all good. This beer is so fucking good. If anyone can get their hands on this, I would say do it right now. Order it. Buy it by the case. Go on their website and get a 4-pack. Fucking amazing. Yeah, Meg White. I'm thinking about my doorbell. When you gonna ring it? When you gonna ring it? Oh man, get this beer if you can, please. You Aussie boys out there that love your craft and you listen to what I say. This beer, even if you can only get one, it is fucking fire. It is that good. Wow. Sammy, don't ban me. Why would I ban you? You're a good boy. Oh, shit. Those of you that come in late, if you haven't given us the old likey, hit the old thumbs up. I'm still going strong, bro. Yeah, boy. Yeah, do it, bro. If they got get a 4-pack, dude. It's that good. I'm annoyed I've only got one. It's so fucking good. Wow. Wow. And you know what it's like, dude. I call it as I see it. It's like I definitely give my honest opinion. And I love Bracket, and I've slayed some of their beers tonight, but this, this is beautiful. Oh, God. Woo! Yeah, boy. Let's go to Sydney, Hamish. We'll go and do the Marrickville Mile, bro. I'll get you into craft beer. You'll never look back. Fucking oath. Where are you based, Adam? I'm in Southwest Victoria, bro. But that's about as much info as I give out. I reckon you asked me where I work yesterday. So yeah, I don't really talk too much about where I work or where I live. Yeah. Whereabouts are you, Sammy? Good name, by the way. Yeah, for sure, bro. Sydney is fucking amazing, dude. It's so good. You get off at either a bus stop or a train station, and you're like, okay, which one do I want to start at? And you go there, you're there for maybe an hour or two. It's so good. And then you're like, fuck yeah, let's go to the next one. And the next one's only like a 10-minute walk. You go there, and then the next one's a 5-minute walk. It's like you've been to about 5 breweries and you've been going for like 6 hours and you're absolutely cooked. Darwin, that's pretty cool. Are there any craft breweries in Darwin? I know there's one in Alice Springs. Yeah, for sure. Bateman's Bay, is that what you're referring to? I'd never ban you, brother. Why would I ban you? You're like one of the main ones that comes in here all the time. Yeah, it's a good scene. It's a good day out. I just love like just stroll like it's you'll go to the first brewery, right? And you just like you're on like you're sort of like charged up. You're running on adrenaline. You're good to go. You had a couple of good beers into you, and then you're like, oh, okay, I've got to move on to the next one. And then you like walk around to the next one and have a couple more, and you're like, oh, like this is, I like this. I love this lifestyle. And then all of a sudden you're on to the next one, and then you get some food somewhere, and you're really like charging by then. And then by the last couple, you're like, this has been a great day out, but I'm fucked. So it's good to do in that Marrickville area. I feel like if you do like maybe four or five in a day, it's like a real solid sesh. Generally, you want to do sort of you want to. I feel like at the good breweries, you want to do at least 2 or 3 beers. But some of them have paddles, so it makes it easier. Um, I think when I went the last time I went to Sydney, I went to Bracket first. I had like three. I think I had 3 pints, so it was pretty hardcore. But the guy there, I think, gave me a couple of tasters as well. So I was sort of like, I probably wanted to try at least 4 or 5 beers, but he gave me a couple of tasters. So then I was like, oh no, I prefer that over that. I'll get a pint of that. So I was already charged by after the first one, and then I went round to Kicks and I got that stout that the guy told me to get, and then they had paddles. So I got a paddle of like mixed lagers and West Coast pilsners and stuff, and yeah, that was really good. If you can have them in sort of smaller sessionable sort of things, it's a bit easier. But yeah, I remember when I went to the burger joint, one of my mates, I asked who's a burger guy in Melbourne. I said, where's a good burger place to go in Sydney? And he said Chebo's or Chebo's. I don't know how it's pronounced, but I think it's CHEBO or CHEEBO. He goes, it's one of my mates and he's killing it out in the suburbs. But where I looked up his location was out real far. And anyway, in amongst walking from brewery to brewery, I seen this Chebo's on my walk, and I'm like, what the fuck? That is the place I got recommended. I've got to go in there. And I went in there, and I think they must have a second shop. So I think they got 2 stores near. So it was right in the heart of like the brewery area and stuff. And I went in there and yeah, ordered this big fucking feed, massive burger, chips, and a milkshake. And after I had that, I was done. But I still managed to go to like 1 or 2 more breweries afterwards. And I remember trying to get back into the city. I had no idea which way was north and which was south. And I'm at a bus stop and I think I was facing the wrong way. And it was cold, it was wet. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Whew. Yeah, fuck, I need to get one, bro. Good beer. Always decent. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair enough. You'll get into it eventually. Oh shit. Ugh. The beautiful thing with this is I can still pour in some more. Ooh. Pretty sure they've all got about the same amount in them. This has still got heaps, so yeah. Praise the Lord. why why are Bracket Brewing's barrel aged beers so good? Wow. I've only had like 2 or 3 and they're fucking amazing. If these guys don't do more of this shit, they're stupid. Just the smell of it. Whew. Yeah, this is the 5th out of 5, bro. But obviously, I've still got I've got enough in every can to take a photo. So whether I just do that afterwards, I probably will. Oh, man. But yeah, this is some serious elite shit right here. And I hyped up their last barrel aged beer. The first one, I think they'd either this or the one I had the other day, or maybe there's three. They've only done 2 or 3 barrel aged beers in their existence. And fuck me. You need to do more, you cunts. Fucking awesome. Oh, shit. Yeah, big bourbon notes, dude. You're getting like huge sort of caramel, some spice, like allspice. I'm getting like vanilla as well from the bourbon. It's like yeah, quite oaky. Maybe like a slight sort of raisin touch, but that could also be from the malt. But yeah, this beer is elite level. It's that good. It's like a rich base. I expected it to be more roasty, but it's sort of like medium level roast. So you're getting like a little touch of coffee. Yeah, like a fair bit of chocolate, caramel, and then you're getting hazelnut and coconut from the adjuncts. But just the barrel character is so awesome. And it's got this like oily sort of, yeah, like oily sort of maybe slightly soft mouthfeel. Just very different, but very good. Wow. Cheers, Bumpy. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well, dude. Yeah, I think if I started my own brewery, I'd just call it like Smalley Brewing Company or something like that. I'd just use my surname, I reckon. I think people try to get too clever. I mean, you could call it Short and Stout Brewing Company. But yeah, I just think there's too many people out there trying to get too clever. It's like, just use your name. So good. Be interesting taking these 5 photos of these beers. What's TJ up to? Should I keep my YouTube name? Yes or no? Yes. Do it. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, that's. I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, I feel the same way. It's just the same sort of stuff, but yeah, it's like people might say that with me. So I feel like that. I don't know. It's just like a. I don't want to sound mean, but I just feel like the live streams are just there's like a hidden agenda to it. It's like he's not really there. I when I'm like interacting with people in the chat, it's like I actually want to do it. I want to be there and actually talk to people, but I feel like quite often when I see with him, it's like he doesn't really want to be there. He's just doing it to, I don't know, something to do with like numbers or do people get what where I'm coming from? That's how I see it. I just sort of I see it as a chore for him, whereas when I do it, I feel like it's natural. Can anyone back me up? And I love the guy, like I love him, but I've just noticed in the last couple of weeks or months of streaming, I just feel like it's like he doesn't even want to be there doing it. Anyone agree with me? I just think people get to that level where it's like they're not working anymore and YouTube becomes their job. And then it's like you can clearly see when they're doing shit that's more about I don't know, trying to get particular notoriety or like likes or views or whatever. And it's not natural anymore. Yeah. Yeah, quite often there'll be times where I've got sort of the high teens and I'm only a small channel. Food? Starting to think about food now. There'll be one day I will get some sort of award for my live streaming appealing to the audience and interacting sort of thing. I will get some sort of award or recognition or something for it. I'm hoping. To this day, though, I've only been doing this shit for just over a year. I, yeah, what do I have? Like around 700, something like that, subscribers. Watch hours is obviously easy. But yeah, I jump on here more just to community, hanging out with mates and like-minded people, and yeah, it can get a bit crazy out there. I feel like I'm too old to be going to local pubs and shit now. $6.39. Yep. Yeah, exactly. He just keeps shifting. I don't know, you can just tell it's not a hobby anymore. Like all of a sudden he's latching on to Juzzy and doing homeless stuff. It's like, that's his stuff, man. Let him do that. You do whatever you need to do. Oh, God, that's good. Who's the bitch with the long name? Hey? I don't know who he's referring to there. Whew. So that's the thing. I've still got 5 beers with that much in them. It's like, do I keep continuing the stream, or do I just end it now and just do them sort of off camera? It'd probably be easier that way. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna end it, I reckon, and just do the beers off air. But yeah, give us a like if you haven't already. Some good numbers in the chat again. And apologies to um, what's her name that was in the chat earlier? Fuck. Not getting any help from the lady friend behind me. Hey! Fucking hell. So it looks like, dude, 66. Bedtime. Ooh. Hello? Yeah, exactly. Don't be going to sleepies. Bedtime. Hashtag. Yeah, you sort of get like lost. You get a bit trapped in your thoughts. You're sort of just standing there and you're like, oh, hang on. I'm halfway through a beer review or whatever. And you're like, shit. Yeah, boy. Cheers. I need to go to the loo. I will be back. Cheers, boys. Time for me to that's the thing. I've still got plenty of beer left in the bottom of each one, but it's like I've got to take photos, so I think I'll just wrap it up on this. But yeah, this final stout, absolutely incredible. I got the hiccups. That's like elite level for me. So yeah, easily pick of the bunch. A simple riches, bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout with coconut, hazelnut, and cacao. One of the beers of the year for me. And their rum barrel aged stout I had about a week ago was the same. And then, yeah, probably the next best would have been the triple IPA, all caps, Strata, Peacherine, and Nelson, 10%. That was fairly decent. But yeah, a couple of the beers were a bit of a miss. I sort of expected more, but yeah, man, that bourbon barrel aged stout at the end just made up for everything. So well done to them. They've killed it. Cheers to everyone that's stuck around. Um, yeah, that's the thing. I could go longer, and I've obviously got a quarter left of each beer, but I want to take photos of them and stuff around and that. So yeah, I'll wrap it up here, I reckon. So yeah, for me, pick of the bunch was Simple Riches, the bourbon barrel aged Impy Stout. The triple IPA was probably second, all caps, and then I think the just the straight IPA, Stop Hustling, It's Dumb was probably third. So yeah, I would highly suggest if you can get any bracket, get around them. But yeah, as far as these birthday beers, if you're a stout lover, go for their big, massive stout. Incredible beer. Score wise, I don't normally score beers when there's a heap of them in one stream. But that stout to me would easily be like 4.75, 4.8, around that sort of area out of 5. Like, it's definitely elite level. Very, very happy with it. So yeah. I think that's all I needed to say. Cheers to everyone that's watched. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. And yeah, we might be back probably tomorrow morning. So if you're in England or America tonight, but yeah, as far as Australia goes, more tomorrow morning after I have a bit of a snooze. So yeah, thanks for the support, peeps. Another great stream. We'll see you again soon.